Hello everyone, welcome back to Tesla Streams Run Quest 2 HD2D. So I have you at 0 experience again because I want you to be the first to level up, generally speaking. I was going to get you to where you're leveling up about as fast as Matilda is, you know, so because brother and sister thing. And you would usually be the last to level up since you would, typically speaking, be the last one to join. Ah, damn it. Try to move the mic here. Under normal circumstances, that is. Now, I didn't quite have enough time to catch him up completely, but they're close. I'll finish the rest next session, but... or by next session. But... we got stuff to do. So let's get a move on. And before I do that... and while I get my stuff set up here, which shouldn't take very long, since for once I actually prepared stuff ahead of time. Can I just say something, though? I've been getting a lot of people over the years that have dropped in, said a comment or two, and then completely left, and usually mocking me by doing so. I'm getting really tired of that shit. Like, seriously, if you don't care about my stuff, then just don't come on, you know? But don't be a little jerk about it. Like, seriously. I'm getting really tired of that. Like, I just am. Where is... there it is. There's some stuff in the water here that I want to go ahead and just get over with. Assuming I can, that is. We'll see. Yeah, whatever. Level up. Gawain gets 20 HP, 4 strength, 4 MP, 5 strength, 3 resilience, 3 agility, 6 stamina, 2 wisdom, 5 luck. Okay. So... well, I'm right on top of it.
I have you!
Oh, damn, that's good. Seed of Luck. Oh my god. What is this, freaking Dragon Quest 11 all of a sudden? But yeah, where's the thing I'm supposed to be finding here? Oh, what's this? There's 6 gold points, other cape, ruby wristband. But that's not what I'm after here. What is this? I suppose this works down here. I do not see this. If there is supposed to be something here, I do not see it. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know what this is. I don't think we can get to it yet. Okay, what about what's over here? Can you please get... Thank you. Oh, it tells you if you can get it yet or not. Okay. I didn't realize that at first. Okay. Oh, damn it, hold on. A part of the guide covers these. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Well, first of all, we're gonna be... Hold on, something's weird about this. I shouldn't know to come here yet, is the thing. Let me go ahead and look at the guide to see if there's a part I didn't do first. Because I think we did sluice last time, right? I mean... Weird. I don't think we're supposed to know that yet, though, is the thing. Because I think we're supposed to talk to the King of Durkendor. Damn it. Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay. There we go. I was having trouble getting my stuff set up right. Alright, let's talk to you, see what you have to say. Go back, brave adventurers. Trust your head for Hargon foreseeth apace. Would that were the case, would we find ourselves unsure how best to proceed? The last Sigils yet eludes us. Want for clues as to its whereabouts. As when we remembered the fastest Your Majesty's well of knowledge, might there be aught else regarding the Sigils lurking in its inky depths? There may be, in fact. So tell of a cohort of scoundrels searching high and low for certain strange stones. No doubt it's the Sigils they pursue. That the monsters and bandits aplenty are engaged in their search. Monsters surprise me, but bandits? Who's to say that other people know the Sigils and only us? Whether they know the true nature of that which they seek, I cannot say. However, I am abreast of where their hideout lies, south and east of Moonahan. Alas, I fear the only means by which you might learn more is by inquiring with them directly. Verily, there's much I know little of, despite of my bluster to the contrary. Yea, my mind has been preoccupied of late with shoring up Durkendor's defenses against the monstrous menace. Pray forgive me that I cannot help you more. Not all, your majesty. Been a great help. Should make for the thief's hideout at once. Thankfully, compared to most of the other sigils, this one's actually not that hard to do. Okay, but yeah, I think you are supposed to talk to him first, but apparently it's not necessary. If you already know where to go, then I guess you don't need to, which I think is kind of stupid in hindsight, but... But yeah, where we really need to go Where is it on the map? The deserted village, I do believe. Yep. We went there to get a couple of items before, but we couldn't really do anything at the time. That is no longer the case. I do not like the look of this place one bit. Indeed. Fortunately enough, which was little of interest to see here. Shall we depart? Ah, you flinch not before the most ferocious fiends. Struggle to stomach an eerie village. And what of it? Invisible enemy is the most frightening of all. My stomach tells me we are surrounded by them. Scare of ghosts, huh? It's just funny, since we fought ghosts as random encounters. Feel much the same. Come, come, we shall be fine. We cannot perceive, cannot hurt us. That's debatable. And almost completely untrue. Would that we were all as insensible as you, dear brother. So yeah, this time around we're gonna have to open up that locked door. And see what happens. Feel that? We're not alone here, I'm sure of it. Indeed, 'tis as if I can hear something no mortal was meant to hear. I hear it too. Or do I? No. Really, you cannot hear it? It is faint, I admit. We must thus return from whence it comes. Let the search begin. But you are not afraid. No, the fact that you'll hear it too proves that it's but a noise. It does? It does, so there. Of course. Find some tangle webs before we go downstairs. Den of Thieves. Huh? Oh, great. Did I screw up downloading this? Yep. It did not load all the dialogue. Hopefully that doesn't happen with many of these. Because I did download these for a reason, so I don't have to deal with the ad shit. But, well, let's see what we're looking at here. Well, I can't really ascertain since they're not at 35 yet, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, so yeah, very soon we're going to be getting into a boss fight, so damn it. It's not that hard of one, thankfully. Where are they? Oh, damn it, stop it. Where's the other rosing rings? I'm gonna eventually get, like, more than 8 of these, just so that equipping them's easier. Because finding what I need sometimes can be a pain in the ass. Um, yeah, this is proven to be a problem. Where are the other ones? Oh, currently in her possession. Okay. Where's the other ones? Look, I know I have enough for everyone. Where's the other ones? Okay. Okay, I'm not this blind, am I? Damn it. No, I don't want that. Oh my god. Yeah, these are just equipped ones. Where the hell is the other rosing ring? It's not that, either. Seriously, this is so irritating. I hate this. Okay, what is going on here? Go and equip this. But where is the freaking... Where is it at? Did it actually get sold or something? Because I don't see it. Even in here. Seriously? Do I not have an 8th browsing ring? I should. Could have sworn I did. Uh... Well... Fine, I guess I'll just equip a banishing bell instead for the moment. I could have sworn I had those, though. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Not particularly. Alright, where are those now? Okay, here we go. Fine. Okay. Wait, why do I need healing? That's strange. Hmm. Does the metal slime helm give extra HP? I don't think so, but... Anyways. Don't think we have, like, anything better for that. Okay, so... Hand over the bag, now. Not on your life. I would worry about my own life if I were you. No innocent blood shall be shed today. Grahaha. Thank you for the merriment, but you will find these mortals are far from innocent. What do you mean? Mean what we say? They are guilty, guilty of being common thieves. They're here to take back what is ours. Do they speak the truth? What business is it of yours? It's no business of mine either. All I did was supply a few morsels of information. For a small fee. Silence. You are partners in this crime. Busted for stealing from Lord Atlas's death. You will not lay so much as a hand on these men while we were here. But there's only one thing for it. Take care of you lot first, and then tend to your thieving friends. Remember that he stole from these monsters. It's gonna come into play later. This is treated as a boss fight, but not a terribly hard one, really. The Wild Hog is the least threatening of the lot. You basically want to, focus on the other two first. See, which one... Yeah, this one apparently is probably the... one you need to get rid of first. Let's see. Oh, I did recently get that awesome... did a double weapon with you. Let's see what it's like.
This
Damn it.
me hurt a lot. Ah! Ah!
Let's see. Well, I've almost got you, Dad. This is a bit of a risk, I admit, but...
Hot, hot, hot! Multi-heal!
Okay, we got this.
I'm in your debt. Ah! Hot, hot, hot!
Yeah, this isn't that
All
hard.
is well. I'm in your debt.
He does try to use a lot of critical hits on you, but... when he's by himself, he's pretty much a joke.
Thank you very much.
That's why we equipped that, by the way. Like all those resin rings, because he can do that sometimes.
Ah!
You're mine!
Level up. Tilda gets 13 HP, Kingdom Hearts, 12 MP, 2 Strength, 3 Resilience, 7 Agility, 5 Stamina, 3 Wisdom, 6 Luck. And now we get that. It basically means if they are asleep or confused, then you do 6 times the damage. Oh, 5 times the damage. Yeah, that's actually pretty useful. Suit of Armor. Wait, where's the thief? It would seem he took the opportunity presented by her engaging the monster's attentions to make good his escape. A misplaced key. Must have dropped this when he ran. Key to his chambers, perhaps? With that the address were marked upon it. How dare he flee where we risk life and limb? Moreover, what kind of person earns a living robbing monsters? I promise you I know not. Merely relayed to him the whereabouts of a strange rock. This rock, is it adorned with a pattern of sorts? Why, yes, but how would you... That matters not. Matters is that you know of it, and how you came to be involved in this mess. Of course. Well, lately countless individuals have been seeking this particular artifact. Everyone from the clergy to bandits and even monsters. Our fleet-footed friend was one such seeker. Offered me a princely sum for more information on the object. Once again, finding naught but cobwebs in my Mothian purse, I was compelled by cruel circumstances to accept this offer. See, though I may be poor and meek and humble, certain talent for finding that which people desire. Yes, yes, very interesting, I'm sure. But what happened after that? Well, I accompanied our friend to the home of the people who owned the stone. Imagine my surprise when he slipped it into a sack and took to his heels. Naturally, the stone's owners were not best pleased. Full of confusion, found myself following Blackheart back to his hideout, hotly pursued by those he robbed. But once they arrived here, suddenly transformed into monsters. I was yet struggling to believe mine eyes when you appeared. Let's be clear, they were monsters to begin with. They merely revealed their true forms to you. Really? Oh gosh, what have we become embroiled in? You any idea where our friend might have gone? But of course. Thought his identity concealed, but I knew it from the first. He's a courier of Munahan. You are talented indeed. Seems that nothing escapes you. Flatter. Do not know everything. That stone, for instance. But do fiend and fellow alike desire it so? Investigate as I might, its true significance yet eludeth me. You know some of it, yes? Be willing to share? Just between friends, of course. Sure, why not? Yes, is the, finest skipping stone in all the land. Isn't that right, cousin? Grumble, I do believe you are playing me false. Well, shall we make for Munahan? Pray wait just a moment. Truth of the matter is, I'm yet to be compensated for my services. Would have us collect your fee from the thief? It hardly seems the most heroic deed. My apologies, but we cannot help you with monetary matters. Yes, I suppose that's too much. It's just nearly going to pay for a night at the inn. And myself down by the roadside, I suppose. Pray that I'll wait come morn. If you try their skills, you say, might I recommend that you seek out the King of Durkandor? His Majesty places great store in the gathering information. Sure, he would have a place for you. Verily? Surely the king would not employ one such as I. Doubt he would even allow me to sully his halls. Fancy weapon is all you need to enter the castle. But the audience, just tell him the Scions of Erdrick sent you. You are certain? Then perhaps I'll try my luck in Durkandor after all. And may you have the best of it. Okay, so... Okay, so there's something over here. A stealth suit. Over here, we get a thieves' turban. And we get this. Steel sickle. This lets us steal items, believe it or not. Something that I wish was actually treated better. Sadly, not so much. Steal rates are pitifully low in this game, and people have made a mod to make it better to where you have a 100% chance to steal. Because quite frankly, some items are really good through stealing, but unfortunately, steal rates are so low that most people don't even bother with it. We'll get more into this later, but... Wait. Wait a moment, we're missing something here. But where is it? Oh, here we go. Padfoot scroll. Well, it's kind of nice to have it at long last. So basically, what this does is it either ends encounter rates in general, or if the enemies are too high level for that, it will cut the encounter rate in half. Which is interesting, yes. Let's see. Next up, we need to go to... well, we did fight ourselves a boss. Let's go and heal up before we continue. Because while the last session was almost nothing but item collection, this is going to be almost nothing but plot. I think. We'll see. There's definitely going to be a lot more plot than last time. So now we need to go to Munahan. Does this door not look awfully suspicious? It would be a deer and see if that key the bandit drop fits the lock. But as it is told, it starts again to the lock. It worked! Observant as ever, sister. Let's proceed with caution. And more Seed of Magic. Sweet. So, as soon as we go up here, it's going to be time for another boss fight.
Shh.
This is what thou wanted, is it not?
Yes, yes. Thou hast done well in delivering the sigil unto me, child. Now hand it over. Thou wouldst deny Providence?
Before I give this to thee, I want thy solemn word that the children of Hargon will see my sister Hale.
Now, now. It will not do for an infidel to speak the High Priest's name so casually.
Hang your high priest! Finding a cure for my sister is all that matters to me. Swear that thou wilt help her, or I will walk away this instant.
What a pity. If thou wilt lay all bare, scorning the High Priest and his children, then so shall I.
No, it cannot be. But what of it? So thou art a monster? I care not. I only want to know if our agreement still stands.
You still believe I spoke true? That I would lift a finger for your plaguey sister after you brought me what I wanted? Then you are a fool to the end.
Stop!
Who are you? It hardly matters. All who stand against the children of Hargon shall meet the same fate!
Okay, so before we continue with this, what's the point? Like, the monsters already had access to one of the sigils, and the thief stole it from them, only to hand it to this guy, who is also a monster, who works for Hargon. Eh? Oh, why? I don't know, maybe he belongs to a different faction, I guess? And maybe the two are trying to compete for who gets a sigil first, but it just feels very strange, though. It really does feel very strange. Alright. So, the gremlins aren't really a threat here. Like, at all. Oh, gremlin. Okay. I mean, I guess I could take them out. Yeah, they don't use breath attacks. So, I mean, I guess I could do that. You want to put up magic barrier. Haha. Well, let's hear of one of you. Time for the other one. What does this do? Oh, Christopher's HP after each turn for a while. I mean, I have re-heal, so is this even really that useful? I don't know. Suppose I could try this.
We fight as one!
Oh, you can do that. Oh. I see. Doesn't say you're immune to this. Sadly, that isn't a cure. Well, that kind of sucks.
All is well.
Full heal!
There we go. That gives me a little bit of time to work with. Also, will you stay asleep long enough for me to do this?
You're mine!
This may hurt. A lot.
Yes, awesome.
All is well.
Yeah, we got this. Wow. Sleep is way abusable if it works. Like, damn. Kinda wish I knew that during my first playthrough. Well. So, in this fight, you definitely want to go for the main guy first, since he'll just bring his people back. He's not a hard fight, though. When he gets low on health, he actually uses Kaboom, which it used to be called Explode It, which does a lot of damage. But if you have two magic barriers up, it'll only deal about 60 damage to everyone. So multi-heal can deal with that. Or you can just put him to sleep and make the whole fight trivial. Level up. 25 HP, 5 strength, 3 resilience, 6 agility, 6 stamina, 2 wisdom, 2 luck.
How can I lose to mere children? Lord Pazuzu, have mercy upon me.
So yeah, you are from a different faction. I'm guessing that's the reason, but it still seems kind of stupid, though.
Pazuzu. Another of Hargon's champions, perhaps, alongside Atlas, Belial, and Mariella.
Are you hurt? Try not to move, nor flee as you did last time.
Forgive me. And thank you. That is the second time you've saved my life.
I'm glad you remember us. We four are on a quest to end Hargon's reign of terror. Are you one of his children?
Perish the thought. No, no. I only wish to save my sister. My sister fell ill some months ago. The healers tried everything, but no spell nor nostrum could cure her. Just when I thought all hope was lost, he came to me. He told me that if I joined the children and did enough good deeds for them, that a man named Pazuzu, a leader of their order, would see my sister saved. Yet the deeds he made me do for him were far from good. I was told to commit sin after sin and encourage others to do the same. Yet I still did them. Though I knew it was wrong, it was the only hope I had. Once I had proven myself loyal, he bade me steal the stone for him. He said that if I did, he would arrange for me to meet with this Lord Pazuzu.
And so you reached out to the Trader of Secrets?
Does this not sound all too familiar? The monsters in Rippleport also disguised themselves as humans and encouraged people to steal for them.
It would stand to reason that their purpose was the same as this priest's. That they too were of the children of Hargon.
And that they all answer to one Lord Pazuzu?
It appears so.
But did not the monsters who were sent to reclaim the sigil say that in stealing it, this fellow had angered Lord Atlas? Would that not imply that Pazuzu and Atlas are enemies, competing against each other for the sigils?
Yeah, that certainly seems to be the case, even though that really doesn't seem like it's going to help their battle plan very much.
That it would.
Aye, 'tis true, 'tis true. The priest specifically forbade me from relinquishing the stone to a beast by the name of Atlas. It appeared to be a matter of pride.
Once again, the monsters are not satisfied with bringing misery to us. They must bring misery to each other.
Despite devoting themselves to the same cause, they think only of their own interests.
One questions whether they are truly allies at all.
What a fool I've been. How willing I was to serve. If not for you, I would have lost not only my pride, but my life.
I don't really see pride in that, more selflessness. And trying to save someone you care about. That's not really being prideful.
Well, I, for one, am very glad you did not. But, if we might take the stone from you, it is rather important, as it happens.
I can imagine. The way those creatures coveted it. Take it. At least this way, it will not fall into their hands. The priest was right. After all I've done, I'm past saving. I only wish that my sister might not share my fate.
Suddenly, Paranel. Oh, water one. The Water Sigil. Water Sigil applies the effects of some items. This can make them more potent, as well increase their range of effect. How do you mean? Oh, 50 HP to all party members. Oh my god. 70. 100. Magic waters even affect everyone now. Oh my god, that's so good. So does Sigils Elixir, but not the Prayer Ring. The Prayer Ring will still only affect one person, I think. Yeah. But still, I'm okay with that. The prayer rings have been good for most of the game, I just haven't needed them. So I don't know who to use this on. But yeah, healing items are very useful now for healing during boss fights. Magic armor probably would be better for that fight, generally speaking, but it doesn't really matter. He has plenty of HP. But we're not quite done here yet. Wait, where's he at? Oh, there you are. I want to save my sister, and nearly ended up losing myself. Thank you, truly, for saving me.
There is something I must share with you all. When we were in Berren, please, go on ahead. I will rejoin you shortly. Father, there is something I would give you. After we brewed the tea to cure our cousin, there was a little of the leaf left over. I know not if it is enough to soothe your pains, but I still wish for you to have it.
My thanks, Princess, though I cannot accept. As I said before, it is from the years that I suffer. I see scant reason to prolong the time the goddess hath allotted me.
But
A leaf of almighty Yggdrasil would be wasted on an old man like me. Thou, more than most, knowest how precious the world tree's bounty is, and 'tis to thee I would entrust its safekeeping. Use it as thou seest fit, Princess. Trust in thy judgment, as I trust in thee.
You still have a part of the leaf. Then we can use it to cure this fellow's sister.
Do not be so hasty, brother. The situation is not so simple.
quite. We know not if the portion that remains is enough to cure her. In offering it, we might offer naught but false hope. Moreover, we know not if she is the only one who suffers so. What if another should beg our aid after we have given away the only remedy? Yggdrasil's gift is not to be taken for granted. What think you, cousin? Shall we give it away, that we might save a stranger?
I might regret this.
I suppose the issue warrants more thought than I gave it.
Would that we could help everyone, but...
But we cannot. This power we have been given is not without limit. We must use it wisely.
So I ended up losing myself. Because if you had a change of heart, you should give this gentleman what's left to leave after all.
I am inclined to agree. I understand your hesitation. But if a suffering soul is in need of our aid, and we have it in our power to help them, then I say we must. If it leads to naught, then so be it. We can at least hold our heads high that we tried.
My brother is right. Let us offer our aid.
I don't know what happens if you really don't give it to him, if it affects much. Something to consider for later, I guess, if I ever play it again.
I cannot guarantee this will work, but...
We happened upon an extremely rare herb with extremely rare medicinal properties.
It might help your sister.
You would help me? After all the terrible things I've done? Why?
Because I too have a sister, and I know how it would pain me to see her suffer.
Or the other way around.
Bold words from one who causes his own dear sister no end of anxiety.
Well, yes, I suppose I do.
I see my sister and myself in you. I pray that the day that we two can laugh together again is not too far away. Thank you all so much. I shall give this to her post-haste.
Our apologies if it fails to cure her.
Regardless of the outcome, you have given me hope. A feeling I have been estranged from for too long. Thank you. Truly.
Yeah, this is one of the easier sigils to get, because the quest isn't that long, and the boss fights, while annoying, aren't hard, so you can get through them pretty well. Even on normal, I didn't have a problem with either of these. So yeah, that's not so bad. So yeah. Next up, we need to chase Mariella down to get the last sigil. Now we have some strong medicines that are much more potent than they used to be. Now, I should have been equipping this the whole time, but whatever. Also, I need to be equipping this. It protects against spells, which we're seeing a lot more of. Yeah, definitely. Need to be doing that. Now, this can go in the bag for now. So let's see here. Kikaridak and Wayne are definitely where they need to be. And so is Batilda. Huh. Cool. So yeah, there's that to be taken care of, and now we need to go to the lighthouse. Because that takes us pretty close to where we need to be for the next major area. There we go. Chain whip, choker, and feathered cap. Or choker, excuse me. Alright then. Den of Iniquity. However, now that we're here, and it's on our list, let's go and heal up before we tackle this place for real.
Wretches! Despicable little devils! I had thought a pretty new home within my grasp, and they snatched it from me.
Forgive us our failure, milady, but if I might ask, wherefore didst thou think to abandon our current home? 'Tis passing fair, is it not?
I tire of it. And besides, it's my right, nay, my destiny, to bring the entire seabed under my control. If we had made good our assault on their silly little sanctuary, we might have sent those slippery little mermaids swimming once and for all, and gained ourselves a charming little pied-à-mer besides. Oh, the injustice of it! I hate them. I hate those little do-gooders! My blood fab boils! I must be alone. Leave me. And lock the door tight, that none might disturb my grieving.
It seems we've hit the nail full square upon its head. She was indeed here.
And she does indeed wear one of the sigils. Once again, cousin, you prove yourself perceptive beyond measure.
You are very kind. But I fear that our having found one of the sigils will avail us little until such time as we are able to open this door. And I suspect that we will need all three of those strange carvings in order to do so.
What is more, we cannot afford to dally in doing so, lest we forget we stand amid a den of fiends.
Ha-ha! I may have just the solution to that, friends. What I've decided to dub the Divide and Conquer stratagem. You've not forgotten, I assume, the dissent that plagues the fiends' ranks. They may all be servants of Hargon, but they are certainly not all of one mind.
You speak true, of course. Why, Mariella even presumed to ignore a direct order from Belial.
Indeed she did, and it is precisely that dissent that I mean for us to use to our advantage. What if, for example, Belial chose to punish her by attacking her home with his minions in tow? Or rather, what if the fiends here were encouraged to think that he had? And what if we were to exploit the confusion that might cause by taking the opportunity to relieve them of the carvings we seek?
It is a bold plan, but by no means a foolish one. We might well make our entrance unnoticed and gather the carvings under cover of such a commotion.
And it is not so unbelievable either. After all, did Belial himself not tell us of Mariella's plans?
Well, cousin, shall we proceed with the strategy as outlined? Shall we divide and conquer?
Nah, sounds dumb.
What? You have a better idea, I suppose. Well, do you? I thought as much. Then we divide and conquer as planned. Agreed? What? I thought as much. Huzzah! Let the chaos begin! We will show them what it is to find oneself attacked in one's very home.
You do remember that our aim is the Sigil, do you not, sister? One might almost think you were enjoying this.
The end justifies the means, brother. And besides, it was they who started it. Perhaps in learning what it is to suffer as their countless victims have, they might think twice about repeating such crimes. They must be made to understand the sorrow they have caused.
You are right. They must learn.
Very well, but before we set our plan in motion, I suggest that we first assess the lay of the land within.
Agreed. If we are to proceed as we intend, we must strike first where we feel we might strike best.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. Oh, okay. It's a Kawa ring. Pouch of musk. Two falls of magic water. Delicious. Here we get Lunar bulbs. Seed of agility. Sadly, the seeds do not affect everyone. Alas. Be kinda neat, though. Mini battle. Oh, there are monsters in here. Okay.
You're mine! Oh!
Damn.
Casmus?
Okay.
Would that I might convince the fair Lady Mariella simply to think a little more on her actions. 'Tis of course not her methods I object to. A few dead mermaids are of little import. And yet, something in their execution doth trouble me mightily.
How dare you speak of such horrors so carelessly?
Zounds! How came you to be here in this place, humans? This is our home, our haven, our sanctuary. You shall pay the price for sullying it unbidden.
Would that you had heeded the mermaids when they no doubt said the same. Did they too cry out in indignation as you do? And what did you do in return, I ask?
Pah! It mattereth not what mermaids say, nor humans for that matter. We are monsters.
It seems words will avail us little here.
Ha! Then let us exchange blows instead. I shall slay you all and make tribute of your corpses to my beloved mistress.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna be all that tough. They're just normal monsters.
Take this! Wind, heed my call!
Really?
Yeah! You're mine!
Crackle!
They give a lot. Level up. Inferno gets 10 HP, 33 MP, 3 strength, for resilience, 4 agility, 3 stamina, 8 wisdom, 1 luck. Gets wild side. Oh my. Now for a short time she gets to go twice a turn. And lots of money. Get the symbol of spite. Cool.
Behold! A speaking tube! The perfect tool for our little plan, would you not agree?
Okay, but how do you know what that is? Do other places have some similar?
Aye, that I would. I'll wager the Lady Mariella makes use of it to bark orders at her underlings.
Then we must make the most of this chance while it presents itself. Come, brother! You shall play the part of Belial, and I shall play that of your miserable victim. Grrr! Belial? Eh? What is the meaning of this?
Wah-ha-ha-ha! Well, might thou ask, worm? I, the mighty, nay, the all-powerful Belial, have come to crush your skulls and grind your bones to dust. And at my back stand all those who serve me. Every last one, a great mass of slavering fiends desperate for blood. Flee while thou still might. But resist or even hesitate, and not the slightest trace of mercy shall be thine.
Grrr! Run, fellow fiends! We must run! Flee for your lives! Look at them all! Oh no! Oh no!
Lord Belial is attacking us!
Thou surprised, brother, after all Lady Mariella had done? It is she who has brought this punishment upon us.
Then I, for one, shall not remain to suffer the bone-rattling she hath brought upon us. Nay, I mean to quit this place while I yet can.
Did our little ploy succeed, do you think?
Belial, thou traitor! Thou scoundrel! This shall not stand! But we shall. Hold, my minions! Do not give an inch! At least not until I have made mine own escape. You might make yourselves of this much use to me, at least. Attempt to flee before me, and you will regret it. Mark my words!
She is truly the worst, the lowest. And yet, in so being, she makes our work very easy indeed.
Should you be saying that so close to the speaking tube, though?
That she does. Surely to hear their own mistress speak so will spread yet more turmoil among the ranks.
Then let us strike while the iron is hot.
Okay, enter the southern door. I get 74 gold coins. So let's see. At this point, we can take advantage of... Who has it? Who has it? Oh, is it a spell? Yeah. This, so we can see where stuff is. Some Corpulent, Seed of Strength. Man, we're almost at 300 on you. Cool. The crack scroll. Nice. Now, the first time I played this game, I did not know about the buttons, so I had to backtrack quite a bit. Ruby wristband. We get magic water and 1,194 coins. And also may not. Huh? Oh, switch. Oh, this looks deadly.
Crackle!
Or not. Okay. Well, that opens that up for later. You do below's bidding? Muriel is not down here, she's heading upstairs. If you wish to enter, you must... Carvings, just 3 carvings. Tell you all I know, please spare me. Whamp. Okay. A Hocus hat. Edward, beloved voices the world over. Oh. It just gives a lot of defense. Nothing special, though. Alright.
Yeah!
Where's the door? Thank you. Spelio no humans. But matters not. Soon as she'll breathe her last. We'll see about that.
You shall not escape us!
Take this!
Well, that was easy. Level up. Gawain gets 7 HP, 1 MP, 7 strength, 4 resilience, 4 agility, 9 stamina, 1 wisdom, 4 luck. Multi-fist. Ah, now we're talking. This attacks 4 times. Got the symbol of scorn. Belio, wait, you're not he. Then I still might make my escape through you.
Ah! You shall not escape us! Yeah!
The symbol of slyness. We get Shield of Shame. Rakos' Trident. 2,469 coins. Svain felt when he attacked as the wielder, but dumps the brunt of the damage on an ally. Can everyone use that? Nope, not everyone. Damn, I wish I'd give that to Paranel. Sadly, I can't. Now it's time to heal up real quick as we get ready to take the fight to Mariella herself. So yeah, we're getting pretty far into the game here. And according to the guide, he was level 40 at this point. Granted, he's probably playing on normal, but still, yeesh. Really feel like I should be a higher level than this. But we'll see how it goes. Back to the Den of Iniquity with us. So, you're gonna want to equip Banishing Bells here. All right. Time to take her on once and for all. The door creaks open.
Oh me, oh my! I must hurry if I'm to pack all my precious treasures and make my escape! This, and oh, this most certainly! My pillows, oh, my beautiful blankets, my...
You care more for your belongings than those who serve you. Is it any wonder they desert you?
Huh? Whence did you excrescences spring? And where is Belial? And what is the meaning of this?
It was all a lie, designed to sow confusion among your underlings.
What?
And now, they are all gone, leaving you alone and exposed.
But they did not flee solely thanks to our subterfuge, effective though it was.
No, they fled as much because of the mistreatment they have suffered at your hands.
They were disloyal and disunified. Little wonder, since you treated them as naught but pawns. But now, O Queen, you stand alone.
Oh, you plainly think your words right pretty, child, but you are nothing. Nobody! You speak as if I have need of those pitiful excuses for vassals! You will rue your hastiness in crowing, little one. Now come, and I will teach you. You ask why I mistreat those who serve me, why they are to me as so much refuse. 'Tis simple. I have need of none of them, of none save mighty Hargon.
If I recall, this fight's not that hard. Let's see. You don't want to use magic on her, because she doesn't take much damage from it. This is going to be all about the damage. I don't think she does much in the way of physical damage, either. So yeah, Flame Slash is probably the best way to go for you for this, then. Yeah, she doesn't really use breath attacks either, so... Well, you do have this, but what I'm probably gonna do first, once I find it again, is put Reheal on Piranel, just in case. But I don't think it's gonna really matter much.
Reheal!
Insolent whelps!
Oh wow, you wasted that first turn. Holy shit. You really didn't do anything at all. Alright. What was that other move I was gonna use? Aegon.
Play nicely now.
That's why.
Not bad for children.
Oh my god, wow. Yeah, this is a joke fight. She's supposed to call for help. To call weak allies to assist her. So that you'll waste your attacks on them. Because they will actually take the hits for her. But she's not really doing that. And it's not like it would matter much anyway. Oh my god. That is insane. An insane combo.
That's quite enough. Playtime is over.
Damn. Like, fuck. I'm not even sure how to process that. I mean, I know she wasn't challenging or anything, but fuck. I think that's the easiest boss yet that I fought in the game. Sadly, I believe the later fight towards the end is much harder. Because she actually, has very dangerous, powerful spells that she will exploit. One of which can actually one-shot your entire team if you let her get it out. But we'll cross that bridge when we see it. Level up. Caradoc gets 3 HP, 8 MP, 6 Strength, 3 Resilience, 2 Agility, 7 Stamina, 4 Wisdom, 2 Luck. Level up. Matilda gets 17 HP, 3 MP, 6 Strength, 2 Resilience, 4 Agility, 5 Stamina, 2 Wisdom, 5 Luck. Level up. Farinell gets 10 HP, 5 MP, 2 Strength, 1 Resilience, 5 Agility, 4 Stamina, 3 Wisdom, 2 Luck.
I yield! I yield! You are troublesome indeed for mere children.
All this talk of little ones, of children, does our being so upset you?
Aye, that it does, little one. You are children and should behave as such. You should by rights be meek and pliable and easy to kill.
Are they really that young? I thought that 3 of them were like teenagers and the other one was almost 1. It, like, maybe I'm wrong on that, but they certainly don't look that young.
We were all these things and more when first our journey began. But we have been through much since then, and gained the support and encouragement of many besides ourselves. And in so doing, we have grown strong, stronger than our years might suggest. There is no hardship we cannot endure as long as we are together.
Hold your tongue, child, lest your silver spoon crack a tooth.
Silence, witch! Hand us that stone that is pinned to your lapel. Do so, and we might yet spare you.
Tis old thing. 'Tis merely a rock, child. Do you truly seek such trifling power as this?
Can she truly not know? Is there yet more that was shared with Atlas and Belial, but not with her?
Relinquish the stone, and we shall see to it that you come to no harm. You have our word.
Oh, do I now? A lesson. You must take the things which you desire, and if necessary, be prepared to kill in order to do so. If not, how is anyone to know that you truly desire them? Truly, you are yet babes.
Oh, she escaped us once again!
Perhaps she spoke true. Perhaps if we truly desired the sigil, we would simply have cut her down and taken it.
Wouldn't be very heroic, though.
What? Surely you jest. To strike down a defeated foe and engage in thievery into the bargain? I could never do such a thing. Could you, cousin? Is this truly the path we should have chosen?
Yes.
It is. Then I fear I am yet the most childish of us all.
It matters not. What matters is that the sigil is ours. Let us take solace in that for now.
Gawain obtains the Soul Sigil, the last of the 5.
We did it!
Indeed! That was the final sigil!
A job well done, if I do say so myself.
I suppose we ought to pay the fairies a visit then.
Yes, let us make for their palace.
Still sigil increase your party's maximum HP by a little bit. They also cause some spells, abilities to transform into more powerful versions the following conditions are met in battle. Character is at half HP. X activating certain spells or abilities. You need to either select a spell from the battle menu by holding down X, or hold down just before the character acts in battle. Here's some examples of such. Healer's Wheel and Beast Bopper. To dozens of different types of ability spells that can be released with a Soul Sigil. If you know what triggers these, try talking to people the world over, bring in the many books you come across in your travels. Stroke can sometimes trigger these transformations, remembering they don't necessarily need to be below half health to activate them. For enough battles, even work out the conditions that trigger the Soul Sigil yourself. What they really mean by that is certain skills certain characters can use can automatically put you in that state, whether you're at half health or not. And this is something I really wish I knew during that first playthrough. I'm just gonna be honest. Huh. It sparkles in here, so you would think there would be an item on the ground. But I don't think there is. Nope. Well, it's off to the Fairy Palace.
It seems congratulations are in order. Obtaining all 5 sigils can't have been easy. However, you are more than up to the challenge. You have done your bloodline proud. I was half expecting at least one of you not to survive this far. Well done for proving me wrong, I suppose. Now, it is only a matter of time till you awaken Rubis and put an end to Hagen's tyranny.
But of how much time? It sounded as if we had a lot more to do when last we spoke.
I wouldn't say a lot more. In fact, you're but a few short steps away from rousing Rubis. The first of which is to find the fairy flute. It is the only instrument in this whole wide world that has the power to reach her in her slumber.
Where will we find this flute?
Precisely where your ancestor left it. Erdrick used the same flute to awaken Rubis from her last slumber all those years ago. Apparently, he dropped it off in Cantlin when his work was done.
Then we are to follow in Erdrick's footsteps.
Indeed. Let us make for Cantlin. Once we have procured the flute, we shall at last awaken Rubis.
Not quite. You'll need to dispel the barrier of light that surrounds Rubis first, but we can discuss that when the time comes.
Why not now?
Because, unless I'm mistaken, you cannot yet fulfill the very purpose for which you would awaken her. You awaken Rubis to win the power to defeat Fel Hargon, correct? Tell me then, how do you intend to get into his den of darkness?
Ah, yes.
The so-called High Priest claimed the kingdom of Rendrup for his own long ago. It is far to the south of here, ringed all about by a range of 9 impassable mountains. Unfortunately for us, Hargon is no fool. He plots from the safety of his lair, sending out his minions to do his bidding. He knows venturing out into the world would only expose him to danger. If you mean to slay him, you'll have to find a way to get to him first.
I see. But how will we even begin to find a way into a place where no human has set foot in decades?
Why, by asking those who have. The monsters.
Pray tell, dear brother, why a fiend would deign to aid us.
Because we aided him. Let us make for Burrowell.
Then it seems your destinations are decided. Best of luck out there, and may this help you on your journey.
Spirit Bracer and 2 Sigils Elixir are awesome. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay, so... Next up, we're going to Cantland. Damn it. Wait. What is it bringing up here? Snoop is actually bringing up something. Like what? Did a second ago. What? I don't see anything. Oh. See agility. Huh. Does the guy not know about that? Well, whatever. Or I almost forgot to speak to you guys. I know Hargon has at least 4 Mischief Makers in chief. Belial, Atlas, Muriel, and Pazuzu. Doubtless we'll cross swords with them at some stage. Let's they finish each other off first. Give up the monster in Burrowell will heed our request. Always wanted to visit Canlan. Finally have the chance. Pursue the fairy flute, no less. I find it exciting to be following in the footsteps of our storied ancestor. I mean, I guess. Okay, so next we're going to Canlan. Oh, to go there. State thy purpose. Screw you too, buddy. What are your signs of the hero of legend? Journey in search of the fairy flute, that we might vanquish a great evil. The signs of Erdrick? Speaks true. Supposed to be since the Prince of Mendenhall, very unfounded by that grace of heroes. Then you are welcome indeed here in Canlan. You seek the fairy flute, you say? You do not seem over keen to relinquish it. Nay, 'tis not that. Suggestion is complicated. Pray visit me in my home that lies in the west of the town. There shall explain all. But first must go ahead and tell my mother and father if you're coming. You excuse me. I sense this riddle with the flute won't be no straightforward task. Indeed. So we could do a little bit heed the man's request. Alright. Forgive us, the flute is no longer to be found here in Canlan. Our shiftless ingrate of a son did abscond with it. Dad blame it. You're... Speaketh not of me, it was my fool of an older brother. Our line hath faithfully stood guard here in Cantland for countless generations, and be known as the Protectors. So sacred duty to watch over the Great Gate, flute upon which the very hero of legend himself did play. Alas, brother, have been found wanting in both his aptitude for and his devotion to our hereditary duty. Long hath he declared loudly to any and all who listen that he is not cut out for guarding. And when myself and my father did scold him for his laxity for the obtained time, did grow most sullen to make off into the night, taking the flute with him. He has run away from home. I care not a whit that he had done or why, only cares that scoundrel did abscond with the treasure entrusted to our care. And so, though it paineth us, we're unable to furnish you with it. Words cannot express our shame at this sorry state of affairs. You have no idea where he might have gone? None, alas. Perhaps if he meant to sell it, he might have journeyed to Tantagel? You do not mean to go after him? We are sworn to protect the town. Though we may not think it's too important, we can't afford to forsake it. That we cannot. If that were not the case, I would not go to seek him out. He's a traitor and a thief. I see. To Tantagel ourselves, he is to be found there. Forgive us for our son's waywardness to have inconvenienced you so as a sin beyond imagining. Your brother may have erred. Is there really a need to disparage him so in our presence? Indeed, I too have made my fair share of selfish blunders, but never have I been treated so unlovingly. Never. This will be a transgression fondly remembered years to come, as yours have often been, brother. Though it's troubling, we must needs set such concerns aside for now. Go seek this wayward brother out. Damn it. Anyways. So, we're gonna have to seek this man out. And just take a few trips. We're beginning to search for the fairy flute. No idea what the chap who took it looks like. Because assuming that he hasn't sold the Bali thing already. Suggest we seek an audience with the king? Anyone should know of unusual comings and goings to Tantagel is he. Monarch to the realm has certainly served us well thus far. Let's continue to enjoy this. Let's continue to enjoy their favor. There we go. Go and do this while I'm here. Oh, my apologies. I just possessed the Protector of Cantland. Cantland, then you're the one we seek. We came here in search of you after speaking with your family. Oh, damn it. Hey, stop absconding. Is all well, Chancellor? It's you. Is he well? I need to apologize for that ruffian's behavior. He suddenly appeared before us, full of queries concerning the legend of Erdrick. Himself, he spoke but little. His family's run Cantland. The laboureth died after day to strengthen his frame. Hazard, he draws inspiration from the feats of your ancestor to make of himself a hero ere long. To explain why he did so interrogate his majesty as to all the distant towns, perhaps locales to what Erdrick once ventured. With his questions answered, took his leave, most hurriedly as you witnessed. To tell it true, seemed ill at ease from the moment he arrived here. Though he came bearing the fairy flute, his reticence to produce it before his majesty was passing odd. Then he has not sold it, he feared he might. Man. It was his possession of the flute that convinced his majesty that he was indeed of the protectors of Cantland. Since the visit of thine impostor princess, most careful to confirm our guest's identities. Though he did produce the flute erelong, the lad was clearly discomfited in so doing. Did he mention aught of his next destination? No, though I wager good coin that he is bound for Cole. But became awfully animated, interesting word, upon learning that was where Erdrick discovered the flute. Then that's where we too must go if we are to apprehend him. Or were we not simply planning to petition him to lend us the flute a while? Is that so? The prithee do not let me detain you any further. Please be after him post-haste. Bessie and I wish you the very best on your travels. Our thanks to thee and thy king. Well, time to go here. There he is. You ever in a hurry? Well then, what are you waiting for after him? Matilda obtains the fairy flute. Well, would you look at that? He was in such a hurry that he dropped his prized possession. Oh god, it's gone. The fairy flute. What could it be? Damn. We have it here, friend. You again. Your descendants of the hero? For the realm as we did save it from the darkness. To ascend, we'd borrow the fairy flute. Should you be willing to lend it, that is. You mean to say you are Erdrick's bloodline? Credible. Stand before the champions of our era. These you flatter us, not yet anywhere near to matching our ancestors' achievements. Blessed am I to shake such a heroic hand. Appears my voice is not nearly heroic enough. In my life, I've been fair infuriated by my lack of ability. Even my kin think me a fool. So I resolved to embark upon a quest like the hero of old. Might make of myself a fraction of the hero that he was. With Erdrick's trusty flute in hand, would do as Erdrick did. Travel where he traveled, fought as he fought, sleep as he slept. And grow mighty as he grew mighty. Yet I find myself completely unchanged. Turned from tentacle to coal, gain naught but sore legs and a hungry stomach. I'm no less useless than when I first set out. Why, I cannot even cast a single spell. To whom must fear for Catelyn's future while I'm charged with the town's protection? Yes. Maybe you should read a spell book first before criticizing others. Go on. Tell him he didn't fret so. You can do good without magic, then so can he. What? 'Tis true. Cousin has no talent for magic, yet he was the strongest of all of us when we set out on our quest. And still is, honestly. It's kinda sad, honestly. Magic doesn't feel quite as strong as it used to be in the old days. Finally, I recall trembling with fear at the sight of a single slime. Okay, now that's being a bit ridiculous. Some monsters, yes. Slimes, not really. But you're Verdrick's line, are you not? We are. Those such things count for little in practice. What you become depends entirely on you. I thought those descended of the great hero born with a strength far beyond us lesser mortals. Huh, would that it were so. But no, much effort was required for us to become as we are today. And you are no lesser mortal. Trying to hear from Catelyn is fraught with danger, yet you are arrived and unscathed. They may not feel it. I doubt not that you are mightier now than we were when our journey first began. Truly? I've never considered myself inferior to others. In my own family, it made it clear to me that I am surplus to requirements. Then it's time you stop lending an ear to their foolish opinions. Those who speak without consideration do not deserve to have their declarations considered. Listen to the voice of your heart, hold your head high, and you shall be a hero ere long. I shall? I shall. Thank you all. Promise I shall not betray the faith you have placed in me. From this moment forth, I redouble mine efforts. Though I can cast every single spell, there's no impediment to greatness. Become a worthy protector of Catelyn, swear it on myself. I do not doubt it. Pray, take the fairy flute. It will be safer with you than I. Brought it with me in the hope that it would bestow upon me the same strength the great hero once possessed. But you have disabused me of this foolish notion. True strength is earned through effort, not crude imitation. Well, I'm delighted we were of help. I mean to wish you well in your travels. May we meet again in Catelyn. Also, we'll get back to that in a second, but there's something I forgot to do. You're supposed to... Okay. Find the door. Once you get the Fated Blade, you're supposed to come up here and talk to this guy. From whence did you procure that blade? Quickly give it to me before you cut yourselves. It is no children's toy. You mean you're of the great hero's line? Good goddess. My sister was a swordsmith of no little renown. Why, it was he who forged that very weapon long ago to Erdrick's exacting orders. Oh, how our forebears would smile if they knew their descendants would meet like this someday. And yet they would surely frown on seeing the sword so reduced. How came it to be rusted so? But that would not do at all. Blade must be cared for, just simply thrown into storage to be forgotten. There is but one thing for it. As my sister once did, I shall wield my hammer in the name of the hero. Pray grant me the honor of destroying the blade. You would do us this kindness? Gladly, Highness, though it would do me the same. 2 things are needed to repair the sword. We must find a swordsmith and a rare mineral by the name of Orichalcum. Shall make every effort to become the former. Can I trust the search for the Orichalcum to you? Splendid. Let's do our forebears proud and become the legends of a new age. Yeah, well, the problem with that is the Orichalcum is a lot more elusive than in the old days. You can barely find it. So, that's gonna have to be put on hold for a bit, unfortunately. We do need to go back and talk to this guy, though. I'm of mind to continue following Uther's footsteps. Excuse me not. Need not to imitate a great hero, but to bolster my confidence. Good idea. One struggle to do much at all if one does not believe in oneself. It's my hope that by this, I might one day have the mettle to speak candidly with my kin. After I apologize for taking the fairy flute without permission, of course. Good. It's always best to air these things out in the open, I say. Think I'll pay a visit to Urtuk's grave before I venture forth in earnest. I receive his blessing before I depart. Farewell for now, brave heroes. Alright. Now, one thing I haven't been doing is using Dig a lot. Mostly because I forget to, but honestly, I'm not getting much out of doing it anyway. The extreme gold bonus is nice when it happens, but most of the time, you don't really get much. Because the items you get are based on the item drops of foes. A little impressive early on, but later in the game, that's not as impressive anymore. A lot of monsters drop really low-rate stuff, so it's generally not worth it. Are you hurt? No, not all. Pray do not worry on my behalf. I was merely resting my legs. It was a long and arduous journey, for me, I mean. I expect it was rather easier for you. Of course it was, for we are 4 and you are but 1. What you have done is far more impressive. These don't need to not flatter me. And I do not. To adventure alone is no mean feat. Hear, hear. Think about the deeds of our heroic ancestor. What always impresses me the most is they achieved them alone. Doesn't mean it was the smartest decision. Though we share his blood, you likely understand how he felt far better than we do. Struggles of a lone hero. Thank you all. You were quite right, and I give in when Urtuk did not. Alone I shall see the journey through to the end. Now I'm a mind to make for Quagmire Cave, as the hero once did. Oh, where he freed Princess Gwaelin from the dragon clutches. Indeed, last domain fair or otherwise await me in the cave, but that shall not deter me. Alright. I promise that there's a reason we're doing this. But yeah, while I'm doing this, I'll just go ahead and say something. I respect the first couple of games, but man, some of the areas can really overstay their welcome. And tragically, the remake is not any better in this department. As a matter of fact, a lot of the better stuff requires a lot of effort to get. Oops, I went the wrong way. As a matter of fact, as we're gonna find out later, the game constantly wants to stop you in your tracks to go hunt for treasures and stuff to make yourself stronger. And while I'm not against the idea of seeking out treasure and stuff, I kind of hate how, for the most part, there are certain parts of the game that drag themselves out because of it. We'll get more into this later, but I actually chose to ignore all of the treasures during my first playthrough, because I was very close to the end of the game, and I kind of just wanted it over with. I knew I was going to revisit the game at some point, so it's not like it mattered. But man, does the game expect you to do so? The finale of the game was ruthless, when you don't have most of that stuff. Highness, I am no hero. Merely did what a decent man would have. Really? Thou wouldst honor me with thy hand in eternal matrimony. To hide to the nearest info says, wow. Seriously, dude. Princess, I'm most flattered. Think I'm fitting husband material for a royal beauty such as thee. Are we perchance interrupting something? Sounds. So, did you hear all that? Yes. Gods have mercy. Simply trying to imagine how Odric felt. Though depressed by imagination, did rather get the better of me. Heh, you gotta explain, I understand. Pictured the fair princess went to your rescue. Give you the courage to brave this cave, did you not? Yes, that about sums it up. Ooh, well then you've nothing to feel ashamed of. This act of mission of yours is not some to be cursed, but some to be celebrated. You also do not appear nearly as fatigued as the time we met. Seems you are growing in strength. Never before have I been complimented for it. Not for my tendency to engage in flights of fancy. My brother is oft mocked to be ruthlessly on both counts, especially the latter. Then he is wrong, for it's this very quality that has helped you to achieve your goal. Thank you, truly. Now it's time I made for my final destination, Reef of Gatlin. Then I shall return home to Catlin. Then I'll also wish you the very best of luck on the last leg of your journey. Well, that was interesting. Oh yeah, that's a chest we can't open yet. Okay, so... this last part, we can't do yet. We can't actually get in. Well, I mean, we can, but we can't get very far. So, we're gonna have to hold off on the rest of this for later. Next up, it's Burrowell. So we gotta talk with our friendly monster here.
Well met, friends. It's so lovely to see you.
The door to your cell stands open. Is all well?
Oh, all is splendid. The villagers have decided that I need no longer be locked within it, but I am so surpassing fond of it that I have decided to stay. It is no longer a cell, but a home. My home.
Is that so? It seems the townspeople continue to make you welcome. I am very glad to hear it.
Yes, and all is thanks to you. my saviors.
There is something we would ask of you. In order to defeat Foul Hargon, we must needs traverse the mountain range that stands between here and his lair. But we've heard tell that to do so might be difficult, perhaps impossible for humans such as ourselves. We wish to ask if you might know of a way.
Oh, a way for humans to reach Hargon's dwelling place, you say? Oh, I suppose I have never really thought about such a thing before.
Is aught the matter? You seem rather quiet.
No. It is simply that Not so long ago, I advocated for your removal. It does not seem right to simply walk up and cry good day.
Oh, please, there is no need to be so careful on my account. In truth, I have come to see the reason in your argument since my incarceration here. To lose one's home, one's most sacred place, must be both terrifying and saddening in equal measure. Why, if Burrowell were to fall, I fear I would struggle to go on living. And I have lived here only a short while. To lose the home in which one was born and raised must be... Oh, I can hardly imagine.
I do not hate you. Not any longer. I only hope that you do not hate me.
I don't suppose we might ever become friends?
Remember this for later.
Of course we can. Can we not?
I fear it is not quite so simple. My kind, we did unspeakable things to yours, and I did nothing to stop them.
Yes. But I, in my turn, wish to punish you for crimes you yourself did not commit. We are no better than one another.
Perhaps not. And perhaps this explains the awkwardness between us. No matter what we speak of, all we can think to say to one another is sorry. What if you were to treat me as something of a confidant? In sharing our thoughts and fears, in helping one another, perhaps apologies might turn to thank yous, and in time, even to friendship. Does that sound like something you might like?
Dad, blame it. I'm sticking with the nose.
Wherefore must you say such horrid things? Of course it does. How could it not? Apologies turning to thank yous and thank yous to friendship sounds most marvellous indeed. Surely you must agree with that?
Oh, this warms my heart indeed. And in order that the first thank you might come sooner rather than later, allow me to seek out a way for you to cross the mountains.
Thank you. But we must do something for you in return. Please, name it.
Me? Oh, well, I know that this was my idea, but nothing springs to mind. I suppose I'm quite content. Ah, well, perhaps you might go and seek out a certain village for me, a place by the name of Sluice. There is a man, Rogue, at the end of this corridor who has been ever so worried about it, and as such, I have been a little worried also. Perhaps if you might go and speak with him of what troubles him so?
You are sure? You would not prefer that we did something for your sake?
But this will be for my sake. I want for nothing, only for others to be happy and well.
Then how could we possibly refuse?
I must go and seek out some specifics with regard to how humans might gain entry to Hargon's domain. I shall return ere long. If you could see your way to speaking with Rogue while I am gone, I would be much obliged.
Alright.
Alack! I am found. 'Tis a fair cop, friend. I, Rogue Fastfinger, do hereby yield to thee. I say, thou seemst big and strong and grown up. Perhaps thou knowest something of slews. I am surpassing worried for all my friends there. Couldst thou perchance see thy way to checking on them? Please? Pretty please?
Of course. We had intended to journey there to do just that. But, if I might ask, why do you worry so for their sake?
Why? Because of the oh-so-scary scoundrels that have made their home in the Tower of the Moony Moon nearby, of course. They have turned my poor friends' heads fair upside down.
The Tower of the... And what precisely do you mean by upside down?
Why, I have not the first nor the foggiest clue. I know only that all in that place have grown surpassing strange of late, thanks to those fiends and their plaguey jewel. When I saw some of their number sail away, I did seize the opportunity to lock the floodgate, that they might never come back, and that their friends in the tower might never escape, the rogues. With this, might thou unlock it again, and thereby gain passage. Please, I beg of you, go to the tower and drive out the rotten, smelly scoundrels.
Cool. Alright. Is there not something a little strange about our friend Rogue? Strange? In what way? Though a man full grown, spoke words as if he were one of us. Younger, even. That's the same. This Duum would have not thought him an adult at all. No indeed. Sales are surprisingly gloomy. Their occupants certainly are not. Perhaps, but that's not of what I speak. I speak of his air. It was unnatural. Really? Are there not adults who speak in such a manner? In any case, come less away, just loose. It's not our friends young heroes. Still as well, but we'll enjoy continuing peace thanks to your valiant efforts. Full glad to hear it. Elmu, too, continues to acclimate most magnificently. Elmu? Aye, the fiend did you capture and bring back here to us. He's captive no longer, but instead occupies his former self of his own free will. He had not a name, so we gave him one, after his peculiar manner of speech. A most charming moniker, is it not? But hear me, I too have become ensnared in his adorable net. Which is to say that we at the village have grown rather fond of our little friend. Indeed seems so. Tips himself to the great happiness he has found here. Though they may be few and far between, he admits that there are those amongst better kind, whom we humans might reach an understanding. Would that were true of all fiends. Sadly, this is not Dragon Quest Monsters. We're not gonna get away with that. Sad, but true. Yeah. The experience has become perfectly balanced at this point. Good. Alright. Alright, so... we will go back to Sluice to show off a couple of cutscenes here. But... let's see. But between that and just getting a couple of wood map items, we're not going to be doing much more. Visitors, forgive me, wanderers, but I'm somewhat distracted at present. For reasons I only wish I knew, a fair part of the people here have regressed in their minds to childishness. It is most vexatious. Seek my counsel, it will have to wait. Regress to childishness? Aye, sleep before us surely attests. To the eye they seem unchanged, inside there is fractious implings. They scamper hither and yon, cheeping and jesting, otherwise sowing discord. But their bodies are those of grown men and women, who surely soon suffer the consequences. And here am I, unable to go and consult with the priest in the tower. The tower? Do you mean perchance the Tower of the Moon? We heard tell of troublesome sorts having taken up residence there. Troublesome? Why, quite the contrary. As I say, the men there, men of religion, assorted other such good-natured souls. They even asked that any of us in the village be encouraged to visit them. Mayhap they crave the company of well-traveled souls such as yourselves. Alas, the floodgate is closed at present, and none may go to them until such time as it has been reopened. The floodgate? Aye, some saucy rogue has taken the key. Just the work of one of those addle-pated men or women children, no doubt. Hi, come quickly. The house, floor to ceiling with sticky fingerprints yet again. Will their cursed antics never end? Again? Curse them. My apologies. Perhaps next time I might treat you to a more welcome, but for now I must depart. These are the upside-down-headed villagers of which Rogue spoke. They become his children. As is he, or so would his curious manner of speaking suggest. Yet he spoke of the towers and heavens with fear, not the reverence so recently afforded them. Indeed, the man with which he spake seemed to think them fine, upstanding people indeed. Those who just have to go and see for ourselves. In order to do which, we shall need to make use of the key entrusted to us by our friend Rogue. So yes, we can use the floodgate key to open up the waterway again. Now our ship may pass. Indeed, let's go board and make for the Tower of the Moon. Next time. So now that we've opened up the waterway, we can get a few more world map items. And that'll be the extent of it. Sadly, warping to town now will not get our boat closer, though. Okay, so... does it mean not antidote herb? It's not the one he wants me to get. Bunch of musk, a mirror wing, 2 seeds of defense, really. And here we have some chests we can get. Some move powder. Crackle slash scroll. Now, another thing I forgot to mention is powder also affects all party members now, which makes it a better choice than the spell, since it means that everyone can get the effect all at once. So that's pretty nice. And over here we get Icicle Dirk and Mini Metal. Crackle slash scroll. I suppose. And they say you should enter the Tower of the Moon, just put it on the warp list. Alright. And that's all we're doing. In there. Okay, so... Lighthouse. This is another, like, bit of treasure we can find. Oh. Gawain finds a living memory. Long ago, Lady Rubis, Spirit of the Land, gave rise to a new world? What of her own? Within you apart from the one in which she herself came into being. We are little fairies that watch over her as a creation, and the humans who did inhabit it from afar. As years went by, we kept watch as countless new buds broke forth upon the Tree of Life. First the blossom, withered away, only to be reborn anew. Remember, we flew off to Fairy Palace. Cool. We'll come back here in a second. Yeah, they say ignore the first one. We can't do anything with it right now. The second one is what we need that's down here. As a living memory. One day Lady came to us, spoke of a darkness that she sensed growing in her realm. Shall begin to fall across our age of light. Just Lady Rubis had foretold, the darkness grew ever greater. From it were born beings of purest night. Dark magics, they sealed our creator away, trapping her in a prison of stone. Alas, we furries have not the strength to overcome forces that could best a goddess. So all we could to weep for Lady Rubis and grieve her fate. That and pray that one mighty enough to free her would someday appear before us. Okay, so we need to go to Mendenhall now. Oh crap.
Kaziz!
I shall sweep you aside!
Sir.
Lots of experience, at least. We need to find a purplish thingamajig. Oh, come on. Really? All of them get to go.
You look cold.
She might die.
Here comes a cold snap.
Yep. Who is it?
You!
That is really annoying. They should never let them do that. Like, that is so damn cheap. I wanted to just get on the land, but it wouldn't let me. Okay. Okay. Let me see about going to Munahan. Yeah, it's gonna have to be in this region, and that really frustrates me right now. Considering that the enemies I can't really do much about. Which means finding this area right now is going to be very tricky. Oh my god.
Kaswoosh!
Level up. Gawain gets 10 HP, 3 MP, 2 strength, 4 resilience, 3 agility, 5 stamina, 2 wisdom, 5 luck.
Farewell!
Level up. Karadok gets 16 HP, 3 MP, 5 strength, 2 resilience, 5 agility, 6 stamina, 4 wisdom, 2 luck. Okay, well, at least you got better now. You get Thordane, aka Kazap, and the ability to fully revive. That's helpful. Level up. Still gets 8 HP, 5 MP, 6 strength, 2 resilience, 6 agility, 6 stamina, 5 wisdom, 5 luck. And you get Hustle Dance, which is a group heal. And to make sure that he cooperates, all of this is getting turned off. Yeah, because he prefers physicals over magic. But guess what? I don't care. I do not care. You're using this. The reason is it costs so much MP to use, so his AI doesn't like to spend that much. But wait, oh. Do you not have a spare? Well, I know you do. Yeah, that lowers the MP a bit. Yeah, that's a little bit more manageable. Anyways, see if I can find this thing. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Kaswoosh!
Wait, what's that? I think that's it. But how do I get to it? Did he not consider that I don't have the way to reach it?
Take this! Ah! I have you!
Yeah, that makes things a little easier. Level up. Parano gets 5 HP, 10 MP, 3 strength, 2 resilience, 4 agility, 4 stamina, 4 wisdom, 2 luck. Man, we're getting all the good shit now. We've exploded, aka kaboom. Okay. But seriously, I can't reach far enough down to get inside this. Oh, do you have to wait for it to get close enough? Yes, yes, yes. A little more. Thank you. I actually didn't think that would be possible. Whoa, whoa. Excuse me? Did I glitch myself to being able to dive before I'm supposed to? Oh my, I didn't know I could do that. I guess they did not account for this. Oh wow, that does a lot. Oh man, that does a lot. That is kind of hilarious. So, curious about this. Would increasing my wisdom make that super powerful? Because if so... I'm also moving really fast now. I'm not going to abuse this, but I think it's kind of funny that you can cheese your way down here. Okay, we know that's really good, but... Okay, no, it doesn't look like that's helping all that much. Still, it's doing a bit more than I was expecting. Okay, so... I don't have another madcap for you, but it's not that concerning right now. Yeah, because you two have the happy hats on. So I think what I'm just going to do is equip stuff for defense for you. Because I don't really have anything better just yet for that. Yet. Later on, you're going to find that we're going to have something really great, though. I suppose one thing I can also show off at this point is there's a couple optional islands you can go to throughout the game. One gets unlocked as soon as you get your boat. However, you are not expected to survive here at that point. You should be at least level 30, I think. On normal. You could probably afford to be like high 20s on easy mode, but... If you go here and then sail all the way south... I believe it's here. Near the secret spot that we found before. I'll know in a second. Yes, it is. This place is kind of scary when you first get here. Case in point, those things have 500 HP. Without Thordane, Kazap. you would not survive here very long. But there is a good reason to come here. That. This is where you find the gold men. Really?
Fool!
Yeah, you get a lot of experience in gold here. A lot of it. It's really great.
Brace yourself!
To kingdom come!
Ah!
He's not always using this, and I think that's a problem. Sometimes this is stronger than this if they're weak to it, so I'll keep it, but I wanted to use the good stuff, though. Oh, hey, look.
You're mine!
The Gold Digger. Yeah, he gives a lot of money. In case you're wondering why I even care about money at this point, since there doesn't seem to be a whole lot for me to use it on. That changes later. Oh, does it change later? Oh, come on, really? I hate how fast they made those. Although one thing that would help is put you back with the, so as I find it again, the meteorite bracer. Yeah, that would help. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, how about let's just continue to be here for a little bit longer.
Kaboom!
Oh, come on, really?
Fool!
Oh, it got two of them that time. Got Garish Garb. Those sell for a lot. When those guys show up, I just run. I don't even humor them. Because the Stone Men are from way long ago. I will, however, fight you.
Kaboom! Crackle!
Very nice.
This is all you deserve!
Kazap!
Well, it's just you now. Ow! That hurt a little. Level up. Gawain gets 30 HP, 1 MP, 5 strength, 4 resilience, 4 agility, 7 stamina, 4 luck. Hella chopped her. Hella chopped her. That's a group attack, isn't it? Yeah. Huh, interesting. Trying to find the strongest thing I've got. Must be a miracle sword. Well, actually, the Aurora Blade's technically stronger, but this does let me absorb HP. Does it affect my moves, though, I wonder? Or if it's just what if I strike with it? I don't know. Nope, it's just when I attack with it. Damn it. Level up. 3 HP, 20 MP, 5 strength, 3 resilience, 4 agility, 3 stamina, 4 wisdom, 3 luck. Kamikaze. Kill yourself and destroy enemies on the field. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, that's not worth it. Well, you guys are about to level up too. I think we've got enough gold for now, though. Let's go back to the good spot. Wait. Oh, never mind. I was about to say. I was like... For a minute there, I thought it was at the bottom. I was like, that should not be possible. Fist is still better. Yeah, pretty much. Level up. Matilda gets 15 HP, 5 MP, 4 strength, 2 resilience, 7 agility, 5 stamina, 3 wisdom, 6 luck. Kingdom Hearts! Learned Kafriz, okay. The only real problem with that is I don't really like that for normal encounters. Yeah, this is like the only thing that's doing a lot of damage right now. For the moment. I'm noticing we're getting a lot of HP from level ups with pretty much everybody now. It's kind of crazy to consider. Still got you to worry about.
To kingdom come!
Fool!
It's amazing how getting a single spell is making this much of a difference. Level up. Parano gets 7 HP, 2 strength, 3 resilience, 4 agility, 3 stamina, 4 wisdom, 4 luck. oof, I might want to put a little more effort into you, because they're trying to make the experience requirements bad again. Because he's neck and neck with Caradoc again. But that shouldn't be hard to do, really. As long as it's just him I need to worry about, it's not so bad. As you can tell, though, the experience requirements in general, though, are becoming a bit harsher. Yeah. They don't want to make it easy for you to get a lot of levels. And I do mean it becomes pretty rough. By the time you get to, like, mid-40s, experience takes ages to get. And if you know me, I like to be a little over-prepared for tough bosses. On average. But unfortunately, this game is going to make that very difficult. Is this cursed? It's not. Okay, I'll equip this. It is good against water creatures, after all. But yeah, like, we don't have too much left that we're able to get. Yeah, you only get, like, one ability? No, one spell. And in terms of abilities, you get one more. What about you? One. Nothing. Oh. Okay, isn't that pleasant? Two more spells for you, and one ability. Huh. Isn't that so? Now, it is worth noting that there is certain abilities that you can use to unlock your souped-up state. There's a place that I was able to go to before. Oh, here we go. There are specific abilities you can give someone that will allow you to use souped-up skills whenever you want. For the Princess of Moonbrook, Perenelle, it's the easiest. So you could just use Wild Side, which you're probably going to always have active anyway with her during hard fights. So that's really convenient. For Prince of Cannock, it's not so easy. She needs to use Dodgy Dance or Absorb Magic. Thankfully, she already has Dodgy Dance, so it's gonna be easy to pull that off. And the same goes for the Prince of Cannock, but I don't think he has it. Wait, never mind, yeah he does. He has Dodgy Dance. So you could use that as well. For the Prince of Midenhall, this is actually not as cut and dry. You can either cast Buff on him, which he can't do himself without the use of items, or Focus Pocus. So yeah, the decision is made then. Alright. So the enemies are a little dangerous down here to test this, so let's go to the surface. This should be a little easier to test this out, so we're going to be using Focus Pocus, Dodgy Dance, Dodgy Dance, and Wild Side.
One final push!
Very good.
Just what I needed!
Man, those guys do a lot more damage than I was expecting. Okay. What can the Prince of Minhall do? Okay, but it doesn't tell me which ability does what here. So that's not it. Ah, I see. But he doesn't currently have it, so I can't use it with this. Blame it. Nope, can't quite use that. What about this one? Ah, this one I can do, though. Do any of these have a super effect? Doesn't seem like it. This does, though. I have a feeling I know what it becomes, so we're gonna hold off on that. Early get. I didn't get to see how much that did. Fuck.
Full heal!
Oh, 400 plus. That's a lot. Okay, it wore off. What was I using? Oh, Focus Pocus.
This is all you deserve!
Big Bang. 313. I was expecting more, but he might resist it. Hmm. I'll probably wait till later in the game before I show off all the other ones. Because I'm definitely gonna have to make a note of which skill does which one, and I want to wait till I have all my abilities and spells and stuff. But that is one way to make bosses a lot easier, especially since some of the defensive-based ones are really good. Like, some people mention the um um let's see, where is it? I know it's something that the Prince of Minho has, Gawain. Trying to find it. No, it's not that. Where is it on this list? Huh. They're not listing it. Seriously? They don't list it on here. Okay, so apparently they're not listing this, so I'll just say it's the stronger form of forbearance, is what it is. Um, and it's a stronger version, which not only lets you take a lot of the attacks, um, of that hits your allies, but it also heavily cuts down the amount of damage they do to you, too. I know people brought that up as being kind of ridiculous for certain fights later on, especially during the post-game. And yeah, that certainly sounds good. Wait, is it called Soul Asylum? God, that costs a lot of MP to use, though. Yes, it is. Soul Asylum, okay. Um... Renders the entire party practically invincible. Well, it's good. However, it costs 70 MP to use. Oi. Yeah. In just a little bit, he would have enough to use it twice. Before running out, of course. I suppose you could have a character kind of be an item bitch and constantly feeding him MP. I suppose you could do that. But I don't see that being very practical. It would probably be a last resort for me personally. But a lot of people do like it. And it's not that I don't understand why. It does seem like the kind of thing that would be super fun to just exploit if you could get away with it. But as we're gonna find out later, like, surviving won't be near as bad once I get the best gear in the game, which I did not get last time. Because if you have a respectable amount of HP, at least 300 plus for everyone, which Parano will probably be getting somewhat soon, then you're probably going to be pretty good as long as you prepare well for the assault, and that is certainly something that I did not do particularly well last time. I knew I was going to put it on invincibility anyway to beat the game, and because I knew I was going to have to resort to that anyway, I just made things easier for myself by equipping Mad Caps, excuse me, and Glomboleros, since they reduce MP consumption. The thing is, from what I understand, you have access to gear that heavily reduces enemy attacks. A lot of it has high defense, and a lot of them also reduce breath and magic damage too. By a lot. As a matter of fact, some people say that with the right barriers up, most bosses were only doing about 50 to 60 damage to everyone when they attacked them. So as long as you kept a lot of healing up, it wasn't so bad. Also, there's this one very unique piece of headwear we could get later on that I didn't have. That also would have made surviving a lot easier. But that's for later. We're pretty far into the game at this point, since we're going to the Tower of the Moon next. And the Tower of the Moon was one of the final areas you would be going to in the original. So, yeah. So that's definitely going to be interesting. The fact that we're going to be getting to endgame fairly soon. Now, how do I feel so far? Well, Mariella certainly went down like a bitch, so that does kind of make me feel better about bosses that are going to be coming up soon, then. Definitely going to be useful. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later. See ya.